I would appreciate, I don't give my permission to be taped.
This is exactly what I'm doing here. That gentleman assaulted me last time I was in here, and I have a perfectly legal right. Sir, will you educate her on the law? Would you like to educate her on the law, or do you need me to educate her on the law? I will educate you on the law. I have no problem with it. Would you like to educate? Yes, I'm a total asshole. Thank you. I heard that. Thank you. Would you like to educate them on the law, or should I?
I just let everybody know that you're in a public place.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's accessible to the public.
That's right. And I'm allowed to video. That's right. Thank you.
Okay.
Did you hear that?
We'll try to keep it the lowest possible level.
Well, you don't realize that man assaulted me last time I was in here.
I know,
and you did not charge him with that.
I'm not the person that was here.
And you did not charge him with that. I've got it on video. Would you like to charge him now?
This is the first time I've heard about that.
Should I fill out a citizen's arrest form for that gentleman? For the last time he assaulted me?
I don't think we need to go down that road.
I don't think so either.
I'm just trying to make sure that everybody's rights are protected here, and we don't infringe on it.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right. That's what I'm here for, is to protect people's rights.
Equally you, equally her, equally that guy, equally everybody over here.
That's right. These are rights granted by the citizens.
Exactly.
Rights granted by the citizens.
So let's try to keep an even keel and try to get through this as quick as possible without anybody getting upset. Okay?
Exactly.
Okay.
Excellent.
Hi. Hey guys.
Sir, so when you're called, you'll be called as speaker number 1.
Excellent.
And
Thank
you'll
you.
go to the podium.
Excellent.
And you'll be allowed to record your presentation only.
That's fine.
Okay? Thank you.
Sounds good to me.
I'll be in there too.
All right. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
No problem at all.
Oh, Ms. Valentine? Yes. Okay, so just. Yes, that's,
Just so you know, I'll explain the procedure here, so you're not surprised. When we have public comment, the uniformed officer stands inside the ring off to the side. That's just a normal procedure for these part of the meeting, so don't be alarmed or think
Right. No.
he's there just because I'm there.
No. I figured that.
It's this guy. He's super nice.
Yeah, I've talked at multiple public meetings like this before, and there's always a sheriff standing right there.
Okay.
So
I don't want to wake you up.
not going to bother me a bit.
Okay,
Thank you. No problem. No problem.
On the same, so
Just
keep everything.
keep mellow. Right. Of course.
On behalf of everybody, California, government, everything, you shouldn't be called.
Right. Well, I'm just here to protect the rights of the citizens. People have a right to record. It was granted by the people.
That's been fully explained.
Right. CHP is like golden with this. I mean, they have no problem with being recorded. So.
Unless I don't stick to my 8 years.
Right. Of course.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too. As you can see, this is where the public comes in, comments, and there's no clear indication that signing in is voluntary. It's not voluntary. Public has to sign in. Signing in is not voluntary, it's mandatory. And as you can see over here, it says sign in, and there's no indication that signing in is voluntary. They have to get your name and they have to dox you in order for you to come here. So here's the agenda. And of course, this gentleman hiding behind the box is the man who assaulted me last time I was in here.
Our first order of business is public comment. It's in its new regular time, and we place it at the beginning of our agenda to provide more certainty and convenience to those who wish to address this council. Turn this over to Justice Miller for public comment.
Thank you, Chief. We have 9 members of the public here today to present us public comment. And for those who are here to make public comment, please remember that this is for general administration of justice. We're not an adjudicatory body. We can't make a decision in a specific case, so we ask you please to be respectful and to refrain from talking about your specific fact situation or the judges and parties in those particular cases. There is a timer on the podium that will provide you the timeline for the 3 minutes that you have. At 2 minutes, the yellow light will go on, and you have, of course, 1 minute left at that point. And at 3, I will ask you to cede that time to the next person. So at this time, if we could have speaker number 1, please. Welcome and good morning. And you have 3 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. I'll try to be quick. I'm here today to talk about agenda item 18-010 and the Rule of Court 1.150 on recording inside the courtroom, inside the courthouse, inside the courtrooms, court proceedings, and etc. So I'll start quickly. Rule 10.75 needs to be amended because it does not comport with the law. If you read 10.75, Section K, it says requests to comment on an agenda item must be submitted before the meeting begin, indicating the speaker's name, the name of the organization that the speaker represents, if any, and the agenda item that the speaker wishes to represent. Now, I'm going to quote the Bagley-Keene Open Meeting Act of 2004. This is the law that was passed by the people. It says, since one of the purposes of the act is to protect and serve the interests of the general public, to monitor and participate in meetings of state bodies, bodies covered by the act are prohibited from imposing any conditions, and I had to sign in when I came in here, prohibit the use of any conditions on attendance at a meeting. For example, while the act does not prohibit the use of a sign-in sheet, notice must clearly be given that the signing in is voluntary and not a prerequisite to either attending the meeting or speaking at the meeting. But I had to send you an email to request to speak today. And so I had to give up my anonymity. That's why I asked that I be referred to as speaker and not my name, because this is going out over the internet and you're going to dox everybody that speaks here today. You're going to give out their personal information over the internet, and that is illegal. Also, your law, section L, says making an audio recording of a meeting. An advisory body chair may permit a member of the public to make an audio recording of an open meeting or the open portion of a meeting. The Bagley law says, in addition, members of the public are entitled to record and to broadcast. And so that says that we can record, as I am doing. We can record public meetings, and we are entitled because we are given the right. And I'm down to a minute, and I'd like to quickly talk about Rule 1.150, which was written in 1997. The Supreme Court had not decided whether recording was a First Amendment right. They have come to that decision that recording is a First Amendment right. I would refer to Turner versus Driver of 2017 and Senate Bill 411. This is the Right to Record Act. It clearly says the fact that a person takes a photograph or an audio or video recording of an executive officer while the officer is in a public place, or the person taking the photograph or making the recording in his place or she has a right to be. I have a right to come and speak at this meeting. I have a right to record it. And that is a right given by the people. I have a right to record in the courtroom because that is part of, I have a right to be there. The point of your rules of court, it says this rule does not create a presumption for or against granting permission. The law does. The law does give the presumption that it is for.
Thank you very much.
Well, you guys, 4, 3, 2, thank you for interrupting me and taking up the last 5 seconds of my time.
Next is Barbara Martin, and then I can have Paul.
Burton Federal Building in United States Courthouse. Entrance, employees only, public entrance. Let's see, no smoking. No smoking. Passport, yada yada yada. No. Use the Turk Street entrance. Let's go around to the Turk Street entrance and see what we got. No public parking. Area is controlled by closed circuit TV. This area is monitored. Severe fire damage. Kennedy president, so workers working. John F. Kennedy, 1962. Let's go around here Turk Street and see how we do. Homeland Security, DHS. Ooh, he's got a dog. He got canine. He got a doggy. Secured cars. One all parked out here out in front. Another one. Federal Protective Services. FPS. And yes, I did bring a copy of the DHS memo, just in case. Alright, so let's see. No smoking. Exit only. Exit only. Entrance. Employees only. Employee entrance. Employees only. And open. It's open to the public?
No, you gotta go around the other side of the building.
The other side of the building. Alright.
You got that door right there, sir. Either one.
Thank you. Oh, is this an exit?
No.
Exit only. So the other side. So here's the other side of their sally port. Any reason why you're parking on the sidewalk? Oh, cutie. I guess we have no reason why we're parking on a sidewalk. I'm not coming in. I want to report. You've got a guy parking on the parking lot, or parking on the sidewalk out there.
Okay.
So I'd like to fill out a form, citizen's arrest.
Okay.
And he's parked on the
Okay, call FSP.
FSP, right.
It's the Federal Security Police.
So
They're the ones that patrol the outside.
you are, your name?
I'm not giving you my name.
No.
Their names.
You don't give names out?
We're the passport office.
But you expect all of us to give our names.
I don't expect you to do anything but leave. That's what I expect.
So, but if I have access, if I need to have access in here,
You need to present identification.
what crime have I done?
What's that?
What crime have I done that needs to be that I need to identify? Are you familiar with Terry v. Ohio?
Very familiar.
Really?
Can you tell me the specifics of that case?
Yes. The Supreme Court. The Supreme Court determined. The Supreme Court determined that you need to have a reasonable suspicion of a crime before you ask somebody for their ID. You don't have to provide that. So, what crime has he committed? What crime do you suspect him of committing?
He's entering a federal courthouse, sir.
But that's not a crime. That's not a crime.
Congratulations. You have to have ID to come in.
Why?
Why not?
Because it's the protection of my right to privacy.
I don't care about your right to privacy.
So you're honestly going to say you don't care about people's right to privacy?
I don't care about your right to privacy.
All right. So I need to call FPS about that guy who's parked out on the sidewalk? All right. Thank you. No, but you have a car parked on the sidewalk, and it's abandoned. You have a Homeland Security FPS police vehicle sitting here on the sidewalk on the corner of Golden Gate Avenue and Polk in the city of San Francisco, and he's literally blocking the whole sidewalk, and he's nowhere to be found. There's no officer anywhere near, and he's parked in the middle of the sidewalk when there's parking right on the street. Well, I did. I tried to go into the building, and they threatened me with arrest because I wouldn't ID. No, I'd rather not, but I'd rather see somebody get out here and move this car from off the sidewalk. No, I don't need resolution. I just need the vehicle moved off the sidewalk. All right, bye. Sons of bitches.
Vengan acá todos. Vengan a ver esta palomita que me encontré en su nido. Está echadita. Oiga, señor, we are federales. You know, the mountain police.
If you're the police, where are your badges?
Badges? We ain't got no badges. We don't need no badges. I don't have to show you any stinking badges.